East Midlands Airport, hardly glamorous, it's stuck in the middle of nowhere really, servicing 3 English cities, Nottingham, Derby and Leicester. An unlikely place for a Nelson woman to meet a brother who lives in Spain for the first time. What do you expect it's going to be like?
We're probably going to ball, so 4 minutes to go.
Ellie Cook, her husband and 3 children are waiting on a flight from Valencia.
Yeah, pretty nervous.
On board the flight, 65-year-old Les Cook, Ellie's half-brother.
Doesn't say bags and haul on the sign yet, does it?
Thanks to the internet, they've seen and spoken to each other. But this will be the first time in the flesh.
Oh my God, there he is.
Ellie Cook makes her living singing about stuff like love and heartbreak.
Love don't come from the air.
It's what country singers do. But late last year, Ellie Cook was at home on her much-loved Facebook when her heart nearly stopped.
I saw an invite come in from a Les Cook, and I must admit, I took a second glance, you know. I thought, oh, Cook. And then as soon as I accepted the friendship, boom, a message came straight up on Facebook. I'm researching John Allen Cook in Florence Nankerville. Kind of like took a look at his face, and I wrote straight back and said, well, am I related to you somehow?
I went back and I said, I've got news for you, girl. I said, you might have a half-brother here.
I was like, what?
I sent the phone number over and she was on the phone within minutes.
Oh, it was just instant shock. I actually yelled out, Andrew, to my husband, you know, because I was like, oh my gosh.
The screaming. It's just, I thought, shit, what's going on? And he's screaming, you know, I found him.
I can't believe seeing you for real. I can't believe it.
It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. I just said to Ali, I'm too nervous to be nervous. And he came towards me, tears in her eyes, and that was it. That set me off then. And it's fantastic.
Together, they shared the same father.
Like, I can see Dad in him, and that's kind of like really crazy for me.
But that father never shared his secret. Alan Cook's first marriage to Les's mother ended acrimoniously at the end of the Second World War. Les doesn't remember his dad.
My mother and father were divorced when I was a baby. She would never talk about him. You were taught not to ask questions that you weren't supposed to. And things in those days, secrets were just held.
Alan Cook soon took up with a Swiss-French woman, Pierrette, who would become Ellie's mother.
They travelled extensively through Europe during their first 8 years of marriage before my brother was born.
This grainy footage, shot in 1960, is of Alan Cook and his young son Ian, eyeing up the ship in Southampton that would take the family out to New Zealand to start a new life. Ellie Cook never learned of her father's past, had no inkling she had a half-brother, 18 years her senior, still in England. Les Cook only began to search his family history a few years ago, urged on by his wife. The internet, the key to his success.
It was a pity, really, he left it so long, because we could have had so many more years knowing each other.
Both Les and Ellie wrestled with feelings of anger towards their father, who took his secret to the grave.
All those emotions flowed through in the first few minutes, you know, because he had really, you know, high values and expectations that he expected us to live to, and it just sort of, you know, threw them straight out the window.
It's going to be a fun few days, I'm sure.
It is.
But with families in tow, the 2 siblings are in a hurry to make up for lost time. To explore their past, they take in England's past, the historical museum town of Beamish, around where their family originated.
Hey, this way. Go yay.
It's like Ellie and Les have known each other their whole life.
That's the pub.
And as well as a drink, some pounamu to signify their newly forged bond.
That brings you good luck, and that's from New Zealand. Kia ora.
I've had my good luck.
But Ellie's not only found a brother,
She calls me her biggest supporter.
she's found a new fan.
Give her a fantastic Towerfest welcome, the incredible Ali Cook.
Well, her name was Ruby Jean. She was
Under the shadows of Europe's biggest coal-fired power station, Ali is playing the UK's country music festivals.
We've got some trouble here.
47-year-old pulling out all the stops to crack the country music industry.
See you dancing across the horizon.
Les, the proud brother, getting to see her perform in person for the first time.
She's got a talent there, and it's a joy to see the success that she's starting to have.
But despite Ali's burning music ambitions, you get the sense that unravelling her family's secret has brought her something richer.
It's not just a brother you gain, it's an entire family.
I just feel more complete. I've never belonged in that way to a brother or a sister before.
Come a long way to see.
This is what can become of the broken-hearted.
Come a long way to feel you.
How was that?
Yeah, well done.
Was that good?
Well done.